this will actually.
We're not just gonna. Roofing contractors, the Christmas season is upon us. Today's Thanksgiving Eve, and one of the things that we're focusing on, and we know others are focusing on in this storm environment here in Colorado where we're at, is we're focusing on collections. Now, understanding that Christmas is a most exciting time, and it can be financially stressful for many families. And while working with insurance-related claims, homeowners will deposit their money in the bank. And then if a contractor has delayed a project for 3 months, several months, and their conversations with clients has been slim to none, we found over the years that as the conversation diminishes about funding the project, that people will end up using those funds for their family needs and personal needs and for travel. We certainly understand that. And there's nothing wrong with that from our perspective and point of view. But what we're saying is, if the homeowner chooses to use the actual cash value portion of their funds from the insurance company, and you haven't started the job and you haven't ordered the materials, well, you can stop the job and everything's okay. But what happens is, the thing is that you may have already installed the roof, and some of you contractors out there will install roofs without collecting any money up front. That's your choice. What we found is that for us is that we don't want to do that. And so with us, what we want to do is make sure that we're funded for our projects that we're doing. And the way we do that is we want to remain in constant communication with our clients, and especially about funding of the project, and we don't want to hold back on that. And we want to have full conversations with them so they fully expect and know what to expect, and they're not surprised with anything, especially in the area of funding their project. I think it's unfair for us to hold back on that and to think that discussion of the funds or money is a negative, a negative feeling for people. I think that completely the opposite is true. I think that everyone wants to know about the timing of the funding and when they're to pay, and I want to encourage you to do that. But getting back to the topic on hand, we're going to highly recommend, if you're in a place where you're collecting funds and where you've already installed the project and the payments have been delayed, we really want to encourage you contractors to go ahead and pursue those funds. It's not that someone is taking the money from you from their perspective. Typically what happens is they just have a financial need. The money from the insurance company is already in the bank, and they have a need and they have an opportunity for their family to go and visit relatives, but they don't have the funds themselves, but the insurance company paid them. And it's your depreciation and supplement possibly on the roof that they've received, and they're going to use that money unless you communicate in time and properly to the homeowner. You need to remind them that those funds that they just received are your funds for the funding of the roof project that you just completed, and that it's not a windfall. And so you need to have some good conversations with the homeowners so they know that when you've supplemented and depreciated, and they know that when there's an additional $4,000 that's coming to them that they're unaware of. But if you don't let that happen and you let them know that it's your money, then you're in great shape. But if they're surprised, they get a $4,000 check and they're unaware, they may think that's just a windfall. So good luck out there. Good luck on collecting. Hope you have a great Christmas, guys.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Well,
Good.
it looks like you're picking up some, returning a screen.